like I said, I enjoy like whatever I decide, even if that is training, if that's competitions or just rock climbing. So I make it fun.
This is Climbing Gold. Can you talk about any of your goals on rock? Is there anything in particular that you're training for?
Yeah, definitely. Like bibliography, that's one route I really, really want to do. So as soon as it gets a bit warmer in Seoul, I'm definitely going back. It's definitely a dream route that I really want to do. And apart from that, I just want to like travel. I want to climb some of the hardest routes and boulders and just enjoy more of rock climbing, which I couldn't do in the past years. First I had school. Competitions were my priority, so all I had was school, training, and competition, so I didn't have any time for rock climbing. After that, it was Tokyo. I really wanted to focus on that. Then of course Tokyo was postponed for a year, so like the Olympic cycle was for 1 year shorter, so I prepared for Paris. But now finally, after a season like that, it's time to maybe step back from comps and do more of rock climbing, which I'm really excited for. I just want to like climb everything. Like I just want to go like everywhere and just climb, which I couldn't do in the past years.
Yeah, do you feel free having won all the competitions, having a little time before the next big competitive round? I mean, you have like a free year or two. Does that, how does that feel?
That's also a good question because like, let's say next year I will be definitely doing a World Champs in Korea end of September. So I will be ready for that. And of course the Home World Cup in Koper. But let's say competitions were always like my first love. I felt free there. Also, even if at the end results matter, there's pressure, there's time limit and everything, I feel free there. I feel like I can express myself there. I can just show what I'm feeling there and I just show myself. So I also in competitions, I feel free. But next year will be different and I will be feeling free, but in a different way. Yeah. So there won't be any pressure, no one to say, okay, now it's your time, you have to go and show what you trained for. But there will be maybe another side that I wasn't really familiar with. That means projecting, because before in the past years, if I didn't do a routine first, second or third try, I didn't bother coming back because first, of course, time was one limitation because I didn't have a lot of time for projecting. So definitely I will feel frustrated if something doesn't go as planned. But I will learn something from that. I will learn patience. So I think it will be a different experience, but a very valuable one.
Yeah, it's interesting with outdoor climbing. So much of it comes down to weather and conditions and partners, like just all the things that go into the experience at the crag. Talk about your experience trying bibliography this summer, because you're talking about trying bibliography, which is 9B plus, 15C, one of the hardest routes in the world. How did that feel for you this year?
I was always joking that it would be great to just move bibliography to a gym. I can set a temperature and just climb. But yeah, definitely outside, as we all know, conditions play a huge role. Like sometimes it's too hot, then it's too cold, then it's raining, then it's humid, then skin played a huge factor in Seoul. It's so sharp that my skin was sore and destroyed every single day. So I needed to get used to that, and you are not used to that in a gym really. But like all these factors that play a huge role, and I needed some time to really accept that, to really adjust that. And I always knew like that I'm strong enough, I can do it, but then conditions play such a huge role that I was always like so frustrated if something didn't go, according to plan, if it was too humid or like my skin was not the best. So I needed to learn patience.
Mm-hmm. You're talking about your climbing, and it's mostly focused around these super intense competitions on the biggest stages, and then trying the hardest routes in the world. What role does fun play in climbing to you, or joy? Like when are you having the most fun as a climber? Or like, is it fun? You know what I mean? Like when do you experience the most joy in climbing?
Climbing is always fun for me. That's maybe like a weird perception that training is not fun or that comps are not fun, but you need to make it fun. Because I know for myself that if I'm not enjoying, if I'm not feeling joy, then also I won't be winning anymore if I don't feel joy, and I just like won't go to training anymore if I don't feel joy. So for me, it's all about being happy, just being happy in life in general, and enjoying climbing. And basically every time I go to train, I just enjoy trying hard, I enjoy training, and I make it enjoyable, you know. But like definitely when it's the most fun is when the weather outside is perfect, it's not humid, the conditions are amazing, you are there with friends, you just climb without pressure, you enjoy the movements, you know, just climbing itself. And it doesn't need to be like the hardest route in the world, it can be like something easier, but like just enjoying the vibes. And that's like just that community, just hanging out with your friends is definitely the most beautiful part. But like I said, I enjoy like whatever I decide, even if that is training, if that's competitions or just rock climbing. So I make it fun.